Yo. Okay, I think the mic's working now. Mic working? Hopefully good. Hopefully it's working. You'll let me know if it's not. Haven't decided if I want to buy a new mic yet or not. I mean, I guess I gotta buy a new mic eventually here, since this one I've been having some issue with, but no big deal. Thumbs up, appreciate you. Eagles fan. Even though you're an Eagles fan, I still appreciate you. Just kidding. So we got a TZ. This is not the good one. We got Thresh Jocket and Pendle back to back, which is going to be nasty, so. Mahoney, what's going on? Ray Garcia, T-Dubs, what's going on? Sly Dog. Oh, I gotta go this way. Whoops. Welcome in, everybody. So we'll just do some pits for like an hour until we get the other good terror zones up and running. Boy, it's crazy. It's like the cooler it gets outside, the hotter my basement gets, and then the hotter it is outside, the colder my basement is. Astronomical. Let me turn my fan on real quick. Oh, whoops. I already know it's coming. The camera, I just, the lights are just kind of starting to get on my nerves, to be perfectly honest, so I just decided to tone it down today, you know, no green screen. The green screen needs a lot of light to work. Good anyways. So, I mean, nobody really cares about the green screen that much, am I right? Still got my beautiful mug over here in the corner anyways, so we're good to go. Good. 2. Go. Snipe, welcome in. Mama, welcome in. Lion LP. Where's the green screen? Am I tripping? Yeah, I just decided to switch it up today. I look like a completely different person without the green screen, I bet. But be like if I grew a long, shaggy head of hair all of a sudden. Chicho! Yo, 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 EJ, Scott. Welcome in. Me 420. What's going on? Hope your day go faster with me streaming. Glad to hear. I'll be on for the next roughly 3 hours. Working hard or hardly working. Couple good TZs coming up. It's gonna be sick. Iron cross on my hat. Some kind of joke that I don't really get. It's obviously Alliance. The future Super Bowl champions. Old Man Dan. Lunch with Phil. Welcome in. Enrique. Got a link in the description to the full build guide and showcase and whatnot if you want to check that out. Pretty easy to shout out though. It's just Shaco, Enigma, Grief, 5-isted Rune Master, Arachnid's Mesh, Chance Guards, War Travs. Super basic kind of stuff, kind of, sort of. Mixture of dexterity and vitality for all the skill points. That's a little bit different than normal. Benjamin Phillips. Offline single player, yep. Still trying to find that Tyrael's Might that I've been looking for the last 17 years straight. I've been looking for Tyrael's Might since I was in diapers. Three hours, plenty to find that Tyrael's, maybe. We're taking our shot here. We got the pits, which is a standard area for hunting super rare uniques. And then right after these pits here, we got two, not TZ Andes or anything, but two good terror zones for item find Barb. Thresh Sucket and Pendle. It's gonna be great. You were in diapers 17 years ago. Funny story, Weepbox. Or Weep Boy X. I still am. I found it easier just to never stop. I am anti-change guy after all. So I never wanted to learn how to use a toilet, so I just use diapers still. I'm so anti-change guy. I'm so committed to the bit that I won't even stop using diapers. Snipe said Pat's preseason today. Probably won't see Henderson. Yeah, Henderson's really rocking up some draft boards, huh? Fantasy football draft boards. Rocketing. Yeah, I think the receiving core is going to be the deciding factor for the Pats this year. I don't know how the defense is either, I guess, but is Diggs coming back from the ACL? How long's his ramp up going to be? Because he's supposed to be ready for week 1, but ACL tears, they never come back to like 100% efficiency. Like, is he going to be coming back at 50% efficiency and he's not going to be in full force until week 10, or is it going to be, we'll see. Chicho in from his phone. Oops, sorry. In from his phone. Couldn't see what's on the hat. Got you. I'm picking up Shillian down. Yeah, it's this Detroit Lions hat. I bought a couple new hats the other day. I bought a new Michigan golf hat because I hadn't bought a new hat in probably 8 to 10 years. So being a bald guy and all, hats are like a solid investment if you get what I'm saying. So Tyrrells and Mangs, Great Walrus. Never found those two, huh? Man. Well, best of luck. It's funny, Mangs. Well, funny for me. Mang songs has never been a problem for me. I actually found 3 Mang songs lessons in the same day one time. And actually I found 2 Mang songs in back-to-back runs. Crazy enough. I've probably found at least 10 of them on offline single player here. At least 10, if not more. Like I said, it was all in one day too. I found 3 Mang songs lessons in about an hour total. So, yeah. Easy way to get rid of amp damage from elites. There kind of is. You need to put on, there's a rune word called Cure Helm that you can put on your Act 2 Mercenary. It gives a cleansing aura, and it will get rid of amp damage in like, as soon as the champion's gone, it'll be 5 or 6 seconds and the amp damage will disappear. It's also nasty too because it gets rid of poison as well. Even if you're like poisoned with some poison damage that's like over 20 seconds, it'll go away in like 5 seconds with the cleansing aura from Cure Helm. Yeah, 3 in one day. Yeah. It was a total of about 20 runs, 20 pit runs, to be honest. I think that's what it was. It was actually 3 in an hour. Optimistic that I'm finding it today after so long. Well, very optimistic. If you don't think you're gonna find it, what are you even doing? Am I right? True champions always think they're gonna win. I forget what the word I'm trying to think of is, but true champions have a almost delusional confidence in their ability to succeed. So, there we go. Guess I'm delusional. Unlimited Nick, 2 pulls and a mall from the Countess this morning. Not too bad for Countess pulls right there. Wait. Countess finds of pull runes and stuff. Dylan Reed, day's going pretty good. Thanks for, saying/asking. Good luck on the Tails Might. What you use for the Infinity base? Self-wheel Infinity Sorceress. So, I mean, usually just go with the Scythe. I've heard other people saying they go with Tridents, this and that. Depends if you watch one of my older videos. I actually, because on offline single player, you don't usually have like 75 burr runes. So I actually made my, I made 1 Infinity in a Man Catcher, and I actually just like pumped up the stats, strength, and dex to be able to wear it. So I self-wielded that for a while. It's not optimal, but on offline single player, it might be the optimal choice until you get crazy rich, which most people probably wouldn't get like 15 burr runes on single player, the average person. So, but yeah, in general, Scythe Like, Ethereal Scythe is kind of the go-to, I feel. Will you stop? Cure is nasty. Cure still ladder only, though, says Dylan. It is ladder only, but offline single player, you can make ladder only rune words. When something's ladder only, really what they mean is it's only not non-ladder. So as long as you're not playing like the Eternal Realm, oh, I forgot, my camera's narrower. Eternal Realm, quotes, you can make it on single player and whatnot. And obviously, like the classic or whatever, I don't think you can't make it in, but maybe I should switch to my teleport side here. Get those drops, Wolf. Ooh, trying. Nothing in the first few minutes here, but we got time. So just grab first 4 socketed, basically. I mean, I wouldn't say that, no, for making your infinity. I wouldn't say that. I guess what I was trying to say is, if you're offline single player, I would make it in a base that's good for your mercenary to deal more damage, and then just put some points into your strength and dex on offline single player to wear it if you want to self-wield it. Unless you, I mean, it's kind of situationally dependent, I guess. Because if you're not on PC, then you can't unlimitedly respec the way I do. So then you might not want to. You might not want to do what I did, you know. Tough to give like one-size-fits-all advice on it. But in general, if people are making it in what they want to, the Ethereal Scythe is generally what people go with, and some people will go with some other bases too. You know, kind of like how people will make a call to arms in a Crystal Sword, but then sometimes you'll see people make it like a military pick. It's still fine, but that's just what people want to do. Or I make mine a lot of times in double axes and stuff just to look different. But, you know, you get what I'm saying. Oh, shoot. Forgot I gotta change it to live chat. I'm sorry if I was missing anybody's comments. I hate YouTube so much sometimes. I can't believe they changed this thing to the live chat and up at the top. Yeah, so anybody who's in chat, if you want to see all the comments, make sure you go up to the top and change it to live chat instead of preferred chat or whatever it's called, because if you leave it on what it inherently goes to, it blocks out half of the comments, which thanks for whoever said that too. I keep forgetting to do that when I start streaming, so I think I just missed like half of everybody's comments at the start of stream here. God, YouTube's so stupid. Why would they do something so stupid? It's so bad. Like, I don't know. If anyone could help with this, everybody just complain. Anywhere you can put in your opinion to YouTube or anything, please complain about it. Just send them a message just like, this is so dumb. What are you thinking? You're ruining live streaming on your site. Like, just about this whole live chat, whatever chat thing is at the top of the... So stupid. Crazy. But anyways, I'm sorry. Just a YouTube issue here. I don't know, maybe I'll just have to switch to streaming on Twitch, I guess, completely. Casper, what's going on? My apologies, not seeing you there at first. Can't believe YouTube did something that makes no sense, I know, right? Can't believe it. Shocking. Poor boy, shirt's on, yeah. Still on. Greetings from Logan Airport, huh? Logan, I don't know where necessarily that is, but at the airport, watching some Sweet Phil stream. Best of luck, or not best of luck, happy travels or whatever you can call it. Hopefully you're going to do something fun. Or maybe it's a work trip where you're making a ton of money. Could be that too. One of the two. John made his CT in a War Scepter. Okay, War Scepter. Little known fact, it's pronounced Scepter, not Scepter. Everyone's been pronouncing it wrong this whole time. Oh, that should get the comments livid. Direwolf. Reganork saying, didn't know that even existed. Yeah, it's not even on every YouTube stream. I don't know why or how they choose or whatever, but when they come out with new things, they release it to like 10 or 20% of the people who, you know, are on YouTube. And then a month they'll go by and then they'll push it out onto, and you don't like apply for anything. Things just happen randomly. It'll be out on like 50% of like the live streams. And then after about another month, then it'll go out to everybody else. I don't know why they do it the way they do. I don't know why they switched what they switched, but it's terrible. It's just terrible. It essentially, it almost ruins streaming on YouTube, to be perfectly honest. It almost completely ruins it. Like, if I forget to flip that, all of a sudden half my viewers are commenting and I'm not seeing it. And then they're going to be like, what the heck, he's just ignoring my comments, and then they just leave. It's so bad. It's so bad. But yeah. K-Winks, there's 14 likes. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button on YouTube. Appreciate it. YouTube, an abusive relationship. Well, I mean, yeah, they have all the powers, and what are you going to do, not watch YouTube? Like, come on. They got you by the you-know-whats. That's what monopolies do. Carlask, welcome in. Something went wrong. What's going on here? Give me one quick second. There's something wrong with the YouTube chat here too, or something too. MMC saying, if you expect your comment to be ignored, it never disappointed. I guess that is true. Key to happiness. Low expectations. Where are we at here? Thursday bonus fill stream. Yeah. Yep. Decided to go ahead and hit with a stream instead of a video today. Maybe tomorrow morning, maybe I'll do a video before streaming later, maybe. We'll have to see. Some guy, welcome in. Pit Zerker more efficient than Pit Singer. Kind of a preference thing. Pretty much a preference thing. I probably like the Singer more, maybe, to be honest, but the Zerker you can kind of stack more Magic Find, almost to an unnecessary amount, and then, you know, I don't know. I view it as a preference thing. I probably prefer Singer, but I just play a little bit of everything, so. Switch it around here and there. Tubby, welcome in. Eldritch Orb builds. I think that's supposed to be orbs. Orbin. I don't usually use Eldritch Orbin. I don't know what you mean by that, Wolf. Like Ashudas you're talking about, or? Wonder how high YouTube premium prices could get jacked up before I would quit the platform. I don't even remember how much. I think, aren't they? I forget what they're up to nowadays. I mean, no one's gonna quit the platform. If anything, you're just gonna be stuck watching ads all the time. And if you have YouTube Premium and they jack the price up, you're gonna have to watch the 5-second skippable ads, and then. Best place to farm Arax. That one's almost so rare that I wouldn't recommend a best place. I guess if you had to say, it's Mephisto. Even just regular Mephisto can drop Arachna's Mesh. But it's one of those items that I would try to go farm other, 80 like pits or chaos or something like that and hope it drops type of situation, rather than like it could be, I've done 1,500 Mephisto runs before and didn't get an Arachna's Mesh, so I don't think it's common enough to go do that. So yeah, Snipe, if you're on your computer you can do that, yeah, but if you're on your phone listening to podcasts on YouTube and stuff, like, I don't know if there's a lot of YouTube ad blocker cell phone apps out there, and stuff like that, and most people don't. I mean, some people do, some people don't. It's a mix. Most people don't sit on their computers all day. Some guy says Roku app's super bad. I don't have Roku. I do have like Disney Plus Hulu combo pack. You gotta have Disney for the kids and whatnot. Well, the wife loved Disney stuff too, so. But man, I hate now it hops on to those. Like usually it'd be like a minute and a half of ads, but now it hops on. It plays like a minute-long ad, and then it's like, all right, now your ad experience is beginning, and then it's like minute 45 ads. You're like, you just played a minute ad. Now there's a minute 45 ad. Like, this is worse than cable television. Impossible. But yeah. Casper says he could see maybe for this whole, if someone had thousands of viewers. Yeah, I mean, I guess someone's streaming to 10,000 and there's people spamming stuff up, but really all it does is it ends up like, from what I've noticed from this thing on YouTube, it just ends up blocking out people that watch a lot of YouTube streams. That's pretty much what it does. The most active, this is Black Hades, I think, with 3 sockets? -2 light radius? Never mind, try to see. It ends up just blocking people out who are the most active and the most dedicated viewers, essentially. It's really weird, annoying, so. Definitely DV, for sure. Fred Geck saying, working from home, watching D2R, next best thing to play in it. True story. I'll try to make sure, because if I find anything real hype, then you probably won't be able to work very good, so I'll try to make sure I don't find anything. Just because I don't want you to, not be able to work good. A lot of Lemrunes. Casper, did you say that, oh, I probably looked at my shared stash page. That's probably what you're talking about. Yep, a man of the people, okay. Exactly, I'm trying to help. Disney's dope, says Dylan, and now they have Hulu as well, along with that package, yeah. It's one of those things like, if we start watching a show on Hulu or something, which we're kind of like doing now, I almost just want to get the next higher package for like a month or two while we're watching a show here. It's like $12 more a month for no ads. And I'm like, ugh. The ads are so intrusive, I almost want to do that. I 50-50 want to either cancel or pay more, one of the two. They got you right where they want you. Because really, if half the people decide they're willing to pay more and half the people cancel, they break even revenue-wise, but then it costs them less money to provide the service to less number of people. So really, it's exactly what they want to happen. They want to double the price so that half the people leave and half the people stay and pay twice as much and then costs them less. Which is disappointing that it's literally beneficial to them to provide a worse product. It's literally what they're trying to do. The world we live in, though, huh? I do have Netflix, yeah, but there's some shows that just ain't on it. Netflix is way better, obviously, no ads. It's like the last place that doesn't have any ads. Just some guy says Ja Rune incoming. Willing it into the game. Hopefully. I wouldn't mind that. You know, a drink here. Throat's been a little whack since I had to do some work up in my attic. Don't forget YouTube, hit that like button for me. We're just, people are creeping in just over 100 on the stream so far on YouTube, so make sure you guys hit that like button for me there. My God. This cherry limeade from Aldi is just insane. They only have it once a year, and they only get like 10 bottles in for some reason. I don't know why. But I went there, and they had like 9 bottles, and I was like, ooh. I almost bought them all, but I went, I'll be nice. I'll just only buy 6 of the 9 that they have. I literally went in there another time, and I seen it there, and I was like, ooh. And I walked over, and there was a lady just loading her cart up with them, and she loaded her entire cart full of all of them. And then she looked at me, and I kind of like, kind of went like this, like, And she's like, oh, are you trying to get some of the cherry limeade? And I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, my daughter, this is her favorite too, and they never have it in, so when they have it, I come and get it. But I'll let you have a, here. And she picked up a few out of her cart and like gave them to me, because my daughter like loves this stuff too. It's amazing. Just some cheapo cherry limeade stuff, but it's awesome. Wicked Ball, welcome in. Hello, hello on both sides there, Wicked. Appreciate you. Oh boy. Okay. Meanwhile, says Netflix will have ads before D2R gives us those extra stash tabs. Oh boy. I would not bet against that. Yeah, boy. Hack the Chinese server for the new Saigons? I don't know we necessarily need that. Because the Chinese server, it is weird that it's not exactly like Saigons, but it is kind of reminiscent, of course. Did they get rid of Saigons in the Chinese version or something? So they just like created a new one that was just like it with a different name? Miss Tang, bring it back? I don't know. I never heard of that one, Wolf. Are you just talking about just like, oh, you miss Tang, like the orange powder drink? I thought you were saying the drink was called Miss Tang. You know, like Mrs. Butterworth. This guy. I'm not stupid. Snipe said, Prime and HBO these days, all you got. Yeah, HBO was real expensive. I don't know how much it is now relative to other. I remember back in the day, I had HBO, like I signed up for cable TV, and it came with HBO free for a year at the time, and I kind of just watched everything on HBO that there was to watch in the history of the channel in that one year, and then I canceled it. The only thing was I was like 4 seasons into Game of Thrones, and then my HBO thing ran out, and I was like, ugh. But it was like $35 a month or something. I was like, I don't know about that. If I'm paying 35 or something bucks a month or 40 bucks a month on top of the 80 bucks a month I'm paying for cable, because you signed up for a 1-year contract for 40 bucks and then it doubled at the end of the year. But yeah, I watched like The Wire, and obviously I got into Game of Thrones. That was right after Game of Thrones came out too. And I watched it. I kind of kept it for a few years actually. I don't remember how long exactly. Not right when it came out. I think it was the end of the 2nd season maybe is when I had gotten this and watched it. And then I watched like the 3rd season and whatnot. And I don't know. Something like that. Ah! What is going on over here? There's too many archers. That was close. Close, close, close. And when you're right... Oh, I forgot it was smaller on the chat now. When your experience is this close, you don't want to get taken out right now. Yeah, pay for 1 month, binge everything in a month. True story. Craig says Netflix does have ads if you pay the cheapest monthly fee. I didn't think that it did have ads. It must have just been so close in price that I just went, yeah, I'll pay the couple of bucks extra, I guess, maybe. Yeah, hokey pokey. I just the lights have been, Yeah, to be honest, yesterday when I was streaming, I don't know if you guys, anyone's seen it on my face, but when I started streaming, I couldn't like see right because of like, I don't know, the lights or something, and I started like seeing flashes and colors off to the side and stuff in my peripheral vision. And I think it was from like the bright lights and stuff. Like just, I don't know exactly why, but so I just decided to not do it today. I mean, it's not that big a deal anyways. I still look absolutely handsome, so. Snipe says HBO $17 a month, you say? Yeah, it's not too bad. Only so many streaming services you could have, though. I don't know, I'm almost tempted to get rid of the Disney Plus HBO, to be honest. Wait, did I say Disney Plus HBO? Disney Plus Hulu. I feel like nobody ever watched it. Like once every third month we like watch something on Hulu. And we'd then like once every third month we'll watch like a Disney movie or something. My daughter just watches stuff on Netflix all the time. George, welcome in. Looking good, big poop. Could be possibly hokey. Could be something to do with the blood pressure stuff. Possible. I've been having all kinds of side effects and stuff since I started it, so that was the first time that happened. I had a few days where my blood pressure actually dropped like too low, and I was like getting lightheaded and stuff, and then I had just all kinds of problems, to be perfectly honest. Now it's like, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see, Snipe said the same thing here with his nieces and nephews. Kept Hulu and Disney Plus for them, and now they just watch YouTube all the time. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes, huh? My daughter doesn't. I don't let my daughter watch YouTube, so. But Netflix all the time. It's been a while, but probably like 2 years ago, I let her watch like YouTube when I was like when she was like when schools were closed during COVID and stuff, and she would like sit over here and watch YouTube, and I would look over sometimes and catch her watching these really weird videos and stuff, and she was just on YouTube Kids, but it'd be like videos of like guys my age that would be like acting like children though, and it was all super weird, and so I took YouTube away from her, and then she got it back. Oh no, that's what she was doing the second time here, like about 2 years ago. So she was like 6 years old, and there's like these 40-year-old men who are like, oh my gosh, I'm killing, oh my, what is going on in this game? Oh, this is so funny and crazy. And I'm like, what are you watching? Like, oh my gosh, like they had their hair styled like little kids, and they're wearing these weird, I'm like, oh my god, you're done with YouTube. No, when she was, it wasn't Blippi. No, it was some guy playing like I don't even know, these little kid games, and they were acting like children. These old men that were like my age. The first time I took YouTube away from her is because she was watching that, you know, welcome to Ryan's world. Stay happy and rise up. But she would, I was like, turn the TV off, you gotta come upstairs and eat lunch or whatever. And she's like, I want to hang out with my friends though. And she's like 3, just turned 4. I want to hang out with my friends. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, I want to hang out with Ryan. Can I eat down here and hang out with Ryan? And I'm like, you're not hanging out with Ryan. You don't know him. He's my friend. And I'm like, oh God, no, you're done with YouTube. And she lost her mind. But I was like, you know, you're not using YouTube anymore. Because she was like young enough, she didn't understand that he's not real to you. That was one of the scariest moments of my parenting life, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, Snipe says the content for kids is very strange these days. Yeah. It is. It is very strange. Retro Hang Glider says same thing. Doesn't let him watch YouTube unless they have parental controls. Yeah, I just assumed YouTube Kids it would have like, you know, some kind of restrictions and stuff like that, but I don't know. I guess there's a way to do it probably, but Zanili, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but welcome in. Detached retina retro. I probably don't have a detached retina. I think to be honest, I think it has something to do with my blood pressure medication. I've essentially been feeling like crap ever since I've started taking it, to be honest. Just every day I feel bad. It stinks because I'm like, oh, I feel fine, pretty much. So I originally went to the doctor because I was having like pain in my chest, but I think I'm starting to think anyways. It's still happening all the time. I'm starting to think that I like tore my pectoral muscle. Like maybe it's partially detached in the center here, kind of where it attaches to your sternum / rib cage. I'm starting to think that's what it is because after I work out a push day, it seems to hurt more now, but I didn't notice that before. Either way, it stinks that you have high blood pressure. What I was getting at is that I felt fine before, and now I'm taking this blood pressure medication. My blood pressure's down, and now I feel like crap all the time, so very disappointing, but what you can do. Let's see, Wolf says 92. Finally, congrats on getting to your level goal there, it sounds like. Home Sparrow, yeah, definitely right call. Definitely right call. Olger Wilk says Roblox or something. What your kids watch? Yeah, kids are all obsessed with Roblox and Minecraft. My daughter a little bit less. She always says still like, oh, everybody I know plays Roblox and Minecraft. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. She wanted to play when she was younger. I look it up. It's like minimum recommended age is like 13. I look at the games. They're like, my niece, I have a niece who's, you know, older than my daughter by a pretty good amount. She's playing a game where you have to, the goal of the game is to take your character and jump off a building, and you have to try to break as many bones in your body as you can. The more bones in your body you break, the more points you get. And I'm like, she was like 5. I'm like, no, you're not playing this game. You're not. And I'm looking through, and I was like, look at these games. They're like, weird children's dating games where you get more points if you get the boys to like you and stuff. I'm like, you're not playing this. No. Like, get out of here. So I turn on the filter for like only showing games that are recommended for kids under 13, and there was like 3 games that popped up. Like they're like these random coloring games on there, and this was years ago, by the way, but hard pass. You're not playing this. The internet wasn't super safe when we were kids, but now there's way more avenues for kids to be taken advantage of. Yeah, it's not safe, but in a different way. Much different way. Yeah, the corporations also weren't trying to funnel kids into games about how to pick up, like get a boy to date you when you're 5. It was like anything that was bad was like it was you know, the shady internet. It wasn't like the corporation. So remember Carmageddon? Never heard of it. Never heard of that, Army. Yeah, Craig Heck. So I'm talking about games that were on Roblox, which Roblox is, it's like a platform where people like can make their own games and upload them essentially, kind of, sort of, from what I understand. But Sleepwalking said kids can get around the parental controls. Probably for sure. Eventually they can figure it out. Snipe says Skate 3. What about Skate 3? I missed the context on that one, I guess. Or Hunting says, you ever hear about that one Keep your kids away from it where you kill demons and undead and you try to find runes. Yeah, I'll keep her away from that for sure. Home Sparrow. So, I don't know if it's, I don't know if I explained it right, maybe, because you said the pains after you work out. It's not when I work out. I can work out, and then after I work out, I'm fine. It's specifically, I think anyways, and it's not drastically, it's almost so random it's hard to pinpoint for sure, but I think that after the last day I did a chest day at the gym, it hurt. So it's not like, it's kind of one of the things that's weird. I can do unlimited cardio, I guess, but fine. Leg day, I mean, my legs hurt, but not my chest. But yeah, I don't know. Hard to say for sure. George says these games sound a little questionable. Well, they are, yeah. Exactly the problem. How do you get on YouTube Kids as an adult making videos? I don't know how or what. I don't know. I guess you just, there's so much less competition because, so you like, I guess anybody can just make videos for kids, technically. You just like, where is this? Yeah, I guess I just don't know. Thought I seen yeah, I want to grab this. I've been using some of those lately. Trying not to get taken out. Yeah, John said your son watches some stuff, but you make sure. I guess if you make sure that what they're watching, and not everything is inherently, but I can't just sit over my daughter's shoulder and watch what she's doing all the time, right? Like I'm working all the time, so. Army says, as for dangerous things about games, D1 barrel exploded, fell right out of his chair. It just took you out, right? Those good old barrels, yeah. Good look on the hunt. What's going on? Sketchshire Cat cubed up from Co to Vex after a long time. Got the Ho-To yesterday. Nice. Then dropped a Vex the next day. That's how it goes. That's how it goes, isn't it? I've not that exact thing, I suppose, but I've had similar situations to that. Hokey Pokey saying kids can get super targeted nowadays. Yeah, I heard, and you know, you never know for sure who's just like fear mongering and whatnot. I'd have to look into it more, but I'd heard that these, I think it was Roblox. Which one was it? Was it Roblox or Minecraft? That they're like using to trick kids into like, you know, meeting up with them. And not that, I'm sure it's not like super, like every time, like every kid is getting like hit up, but one of those things you only need to be wrong about once, and then, you know, the consequences are drastic enough that probably both, yeah. I mean, probably. You probably ain't wrong. Ooh. We'll throw that on our character right now, probably. 7 MF with 27 attack rating, so we get a double AR roll on it. I'm mad. In fact, I'm happy about it. Magic Find work with the mercenaries. So the mercenaries Magic Find, it's... The Magic Find... from the mercenary only applies... Devastating. If the mercenary gets the kill. If the mercenary doesn't get the exact kill, then the magic find on the merc does nothing. Definitely a nice charm. Yeah, yeah. Gotcha. Shinik says you have your kid on a private Roblox server so you can only play with your cousins. Gotcha. Yeah, the only one that I ever let of that kind of stuff I let my daughter play is actually the school laptops, and I couldn't believe that the school laptops actually have this on it, but the school laptops have it's a specifically made for only school laptops version of Minecraft on it. I don't know why. I guess they're like, I bet you the Minecraft people are like, hey, we'll give you these really cheap free laptops for your school if you just let us have this school version of Minecraft on it. So I let her play that with her friends, because they all have, like, the school all gives, like, every kid in the entire school somehow gets a laptop that they get to keep, like, even over summer break and everything. Kind of crazy, to be honest, but Hokey Pokey saying Roblox getting sued. Yeah, I mean, kind of a tough business model when you're like your website is made for kids, but it's like the wild, wild west. Oh yeah, I was gonna put this over here, wasn't I? We got any sixes? A plain 6, get that out of here. That just doubled our build efficiency. Codeman said said the high school did that. Kind of get high school. My daughter got a laptop starting in 1st grade. And I think they even give them 2 in the kindergartners now. But yeah. What's the attack rating with Zerk? I don't know the numbers. I got a bunch of points in the dex. It was a 95% chance to hit, so... I probably have too many points in the dex, to be honest, but I didn't, like, double check it. Where's Carmen San Diego when you need her most? Who? Not in town. Govston says those free laptops are probably all mining Bitcoin in the background. Probably. They're just mining Bitcoin off of the electricity that you're charging it with. That, like, man, why does the battery die so fast? Why is this laptop so hot all the time? DV saying hates the pits, especially when you found so many more things than you. I do love the pits. I'll tell you what, here's how you find things in the pits. It works for everybody. Anyone can do this and it'll work, I promise. Here's how you find things in the pits. Farm the pits for $1,000. Boom. You found something. Works every time. Every time. Pokey sits around 10k on his Whirlwind. Just curious for Zerk. I mean, I guess I could look it up for you. Why not? Right after this run. Get out of here, bums. Good place to find Rude. So Codeman. If by runes you just mean up to mid-level, the Countess, farm the Countess, look that up. You can get up to Ist generally. If you want runes higher than that, like high runes, you gotta go, maybe it's an exaggeration, but Cows is a known place. Trav, I guess. I find a lot of them actually on the killing champion packs on the way down the levels to the Countess. I find a lot in the pits, but that's because I kill a lot of monsters in the pits. So I actually have almost 20,000 on Berserk there. I might be I might be a little bit overkill. Because actually, you know what? I was thinking about this the other day. Since I can do it, let's go ahead and rock this real quick. How high do I need to actually get it up to 95%? Oh, I don't have any skills, so it's not going to say. Blot! Berserk, Howl Battle Orders. I want to get this to 75. We got that max. We got that max. Oh no, I didn't do over here. Uh-oh. Devastating. Let's respec it again. Little skill issue there on the respecking. Don't worry about that. This is why, Phil, it's mandatory for me to have unlimited respecs like this. Battle orders. Max that out. 67. I did this. I did this. I just got the one in the hollow. It's up to here. I did keep that lower before. Let's go. I would like. Wasn't this at level 75 before? There. We'll go 75% on that side. Bump up the howl for the extra range and damage. Now let's try this. This is what I meant to do. So right now it's already at 80% chance to hit with this much attack rating. But I don't know how that'll change for different monsters. I forget exactly. So I think I overdid the amount of attack rating before, like drastically. Let's go. Not sure. What do you guys pop it in the chat? Whatever you geniuses, people who know more than me or whatever. How high do you think I should go for this to hit almost everything? I pretty much just run P1. Like it's hard to say. Actually, there's 6 more minutes till it's TZ. Whatchamacallit. I could just hold some points until then and see terrorize Thresh Shocket, because he'll be level 95 or whatever, 96 or whatever. So. Maybe we'll just go like this. Maybe I'll save about 100 points and I'll take out Thresh Shock at one time and we'll see. Let's go like this real quick. Wait, how come I'm not? Well, I guess I should have at least 136, huh? To be able to use the grief. More dex if you need the higher. Yeah, at least get that high. Well, as soon as I'll save it for now, just so I don't have to go through that all over again. It's not going to be a huge deal. I have 700 more health than I had last time already, so I'll put more into the dex because this is just P1 pits like Devilkin chance to hit. So I can't imagine I would need more than like 100 more. 20 to lives. I don't really keep 20 to lives anymore. So Devilkin's only at 90% there now for some reason. Let's go to... I mean, we'll just put the rest of these in here, I guess. Yeah, I think this... Usually I go half and half about, so that's about where we ended up falling anyways while I'm looking at, so... The hat's just awful. Jeezy! I'm about to ban you from chat. Get out of town. Tommy V on Twitch saying, wish his console could do that unlimited respec. Yeah, it's pretty nasty, I'm gonna be honest. It's, it really makes the game a lot more enjoyable. I can understand the not having unlimited free respecs, like, for playthroughs. You know, maybe it's something you could unlock after beating the game or something. Because it is mega cheesy when you, and I'm not going to say I've never done this before, but, like, you get to the Ancients, and, like, one of them's immune to cold, one's immune to fire, one's immune to lightning. And you go into the Ancients, and you, like, take one out with Blizzard, and then you go teleport to the corner and respec to a fire build, and then take one of them out, and then teleport to the other corner and respec, and then take out the other one. It's mega cheesy. Or you're respecing like every Bale Wave. 94%? Nope, gotta respec again. True story, right? Must have players for fantasy football this season, says Eagles fans. Must have, must have. I mean, most of the must-haves, I would say the guys that I would really, really hope to get, which you never know. If someone reaches like 18 rounds ahead of you to get them, figuratively. If someone reaches 2 rounds ahead of ADP and gets them before you, what you gonna do? But a lot of them are guys that I'm kind of like making stands on that would be like your wide receiver 2 or 3. Like, Portland Sutton's kind of going too late in my opinion. So I like getting him, or I mean, Jordan Mason everyone's kind of high on, so that's nothing new, but it's weird. The usage with Aaron Jones is weird, and Jones generally didn't get hurt last year much, but generally does, and he's even older. He's getting up and up and up. So there's a couple. Pickens, I'm not as much on Pickens. Not as much on Pickens. I'm not not against it. But not as much as everybody else. Boy, depending on what site you are, Matthew Golden is like, in some sites is like a round 13 pick and stuff like that, which is just shocking in my book. He's going like pick 140 or something. Like, what is going on here? I think fantasy football is kind of a little bit more about not taking the wrong pick rather than being a hard, like, stand for somebody, you know. Got one more minute, so 9th round on sleeper, says Snipes. I'd have to look into it. It depends on, and it depends when you looked at it too, because I did on my fantasy football channel that I started, I did a video about a week ago, and I looked up it was ADP, and then it took an average of Yahoo, Sleeper, and then another site that I can't remember, and it was the average. I forget that my green screen ain't over here, so you can't see my hand, but it was the average of those 3 ADPs, and he was like going in like the 12th or 13th round. But yeah, let's see. Let's see just strictly what, can I just look up just Yahoo's ADP? Here, we'll just go to Fantasy Pros, it's way easier. I know it's a little off the track for D2, you know, it is what it is, huh? It is what it is. Oh, I forgot this, so camera's huge, don't worry about that. No, this isn't what I want to do, let's go. No! Everything's ruined. Never mind. I thought that was Fantasy Pros. Half PPR. Here we go. Oh, I don't want to do that one. Let's do this one. Where is he for wide receiver? Golden. He's not way down there. Did he move up? How high did he move up? Odunze. Oh, he's way up here now. Here's still Jawan Jennings. When I did this like a week ago, he was like down here. Now he's up here. Which this is just wide receiver ranks. So this is overall. Igbuka. Myers, Cup, Golding, Egbuka. See, he was Emeka Egbuka was like 20 picks ahead of Matthew Golden when I made the video about a week ago. He's at 98 here. He was at 140. He was down here a week ago. I swear to goodness. That's weird. I keep losing track of him. Where'd he go? It says only up 1 pick. This is not true. Scouts on it. Scouts on it. Okay. Back to D2. College football start. Yeah, I'm not a huge college football fan, to be honest. If they had college fantasy football, maybe I would be. But, Snipe, you got first pick, it sounds like. You're taking Jamar. What are you doing after that, he says? Yeah, I don't know. Depends who comes around to you, I guess. Nikes. I hit the button at the wrong time. I gotta redo that. We're not even to 70 likes yet. Come on, YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button for me. Help a brother out. Maxim Ska, what's going on? Welcome in. Try to get Bijan or Chase, says Jeezy. Yeah, you can't go wrong there. I didn't want to say, like, must-have players, like, oh, who's a must-have player this year? Jamar Chase. It's like, well, obviously. You know, Bijan Robinson. Like, of course. If you want to talk maybe must-have people, I'm kind of big on Josh Jacobs, to be honest. I mean, he's going in, like, the 3rd round. I could easily see him beating out, you know, with all the problems in Miami. I could easily see him beating out Achane, even though Achane's awesome. Like, don't get me wrong, but Achane could get injured. Tua could get injured and just ruin the whole team. Tyreek's, you know, who knows what's going on with him between injuries, and he wants to get a trade. He doesn't want to be traded, you know, like. Snipe says Higgins could be too much of one team. Yeah, for season long, taking Chase and Higgins is a little bit, you know, a little too much in my opinion, but then go Burrow later. Just stack it all up. I mean, if their defense is as bad as everyone thinks it is, maybe that could be a good thing. Snipe says, let's see, Brown, so A.J. Brown and Allen back-to-back with Jamar Chase. I mean, that does sound pretty nasty, I'm not gonna lie. Does sound a little bit on the nasty side. Good nasty, by the way. Just got a Jarun. Hipposurf. Congratulations on that one. I do like these short runs. It's so much easier for me to read chat when I'm doing these shorter runs like this. Poor Dolphins are a mess, and someone else said, that's Ray says over there, someone else said, Achane was a disaster when Tua was out. He was. It's a true story. Cody DeFilippo says that. He was. Ooh, Snipe says Waddle was your 3rd pick last year. Screwed you over. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, this year, I mean, where Waddle's going this year, I don't even think he's a bad pick where he's going this year. Isn't he? Maybe, is he like 7th round maybe? I'd have to look again where he falls at, but. Mustang, welcome in. Cody talking about Achane, I believe, that he's too small to last till the end of a season. He's real quick though. Yeah, one I don't know, I get real interested in what oh shoot, I just hit the wrong button. Don't worry, it's not a big problem. I accidentally hit escape with my, like, the edge of my finger, So it just closed the game on me on accident. Whoops. I hit escape at the exact instance when it got to the main menu. 6-7 turns to snipes on sleeper. Gotcha, yeah. So I said 7th, but you know, 6-7, that's close. That's close. Worth opening locked chests. I don't really open a lot of like poppables and clicking stuff like that, but every once in a while, you know, I hit a few things here and there, but I don't go out of my way to like fully clear maps that are, you know, some people will do that. They'll hit every single thing, you know. They'll come out here and the biggest part of their run is making sure they come over and hit this and making sure they hit this and making sure they hit like this here, like this is the biggest part of their run. So I don't, I get to take out the monsters and I move on usually. So Jefferson worth picking up knowing he's hurt. Jefferson's a toughie since he's got the hamstring. Those things can get re-injured, it seems, anyways, anecdotally. You never know person to person, but, it, you know. He's got a essentially rookie quarterback, so you don't know what's going on there. They do have a coach that seems to be good at scheming up for quarterbacks, so toughie. CeeDee Lamb might be more of a, you know, guaranteed without getting hurt type of situation, but hard to say. Wolf X30. Were you answering somebody else's question there when you said the max on a small charm for poison is 175? I might have missed somebody's comment if so. But you can actually get, sometimes I miss the context, so I'm not like well actuallying you. But sometimes you can get up to you can get 451 poison damage small charms from super high monsters. Similarly to how you can get the 45 to life on a grand charm with the super high item level. But it's possible I might have missed some of the context on it soon. So Diablo Demi, yeah. Sorry if I missed your original comment. My bad. 451 poison would be crazy. Yeah, the only issue with that, I forget exactly how it works because I don't utilize poison damage really ever for stuff like that. No, it doesn't apply to spells. And the thing is if you have like, let's say you have like 10 100 poison damage small charms, and then you have a 175 poison damage small charm, and then you have like 8 451s. There's some weird thing with them where they don't all apply because of something. I forget exactly how it works, but there's a problem. Like if you have in your inventory 451 poison damage small charms, you like have to have only those or something like that. I'd have to look it up again. Not really my expertise, but there's some issue with it, some weird thing. So it's a lot of damage on a small charm. Yeah, I don't know the time on it though. Like it might be 451 over 10 seconds or something, you know what I mean? I don't know for sure, so. Second pick easy in the first round. There's a lot of options. I mean, most people kind of essentially, unless you're like a Bijan Robinson stan or something, or you just love Saquon, most people agree Jamar Chase as the #1. But I feel like #2 through like 6 are just whoever you want. Some people say Saquon, some people say Bijan, Gibbs. Like I feel like it's just, you know, whoever your guy. So Skagarin, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Ooh. And this ain't no one-off Twitch Prime sub. 4 months. Thank you so much for the generosity. And by generosity, I mean that absolutely free Twitch Prime sub that you took from Jeff Bezos. Don't let him keep it, everybody. Indiche, yeah, I don't know exactly how it gets to 451, but I know it can. I've looked at it before too, and I don't know if there's, I don't know. I've like seen them before. I've never found one, but I've like seen them, so I'm not sure. How am I liking the Lions this season? In a way, I think they actually have a better chance of doing better this season, and I mean better in the long run than last year. I almost think that their season last year was too much of a cakewalk, to be honest. You know how like if maybe you're a good team, but you just play a bunch of like you just play a bunch of inferior teams, you never like get, it just doesn't make you as good or make you as better as you can be, you know what I mean? Hipposurf says he thinks what it is. I wasn't sure exactly what it was, so you very well could be correct there that it has to be over the same amount of time for the poison. So if it's something over 6 seconds, all your charms would have to be over 6 seconds. Yeah, that could be it. I don't remember for sure, but whoop. Fades for days. Welcome in. Highest fire damage on a small charm? I don't know. I don't know that one. I feel like I've seen some that were fire that I've seen were like 22 to 45 or something like that. But I could be wrong. I never really used those kind of things, so. Does Shape Shifter Druid Bear down gear faster or something? Down gear faster. Oh, to the durability you're asking. I mean, if you attack faster, I guess it would. So if you're attacking way faster than like a normal character would because you're using one of the things, I don't think inherently, like, if you do 5 hits and you'll lose a durability, it's not like you used a bear and you do 2 hits and you lose 1 point of durability type of situation. Unless there's just something about the game I don't know. Wolf said went with the that Nova energy shield, so you essentially can't die. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, stack up all that survivability. And then I kind of like the way I put that together too, because you still have like a reasonable amount of, still have some magic find and some kill speed. It's not just like stacking up no kill speed at all, But Diablo Demi, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Ooh, that Bezos subscription. Appreciate you. We'll hit it this time. Cracked Monarch. Hard pass. Take my sub. Take this money from Jeff Bezos. Jackson said he got 100 poison damage yesterday. Congrats. I personally just offline single player. I don't save those anymore, but I don't know how many I would have found by this time if I would have kept them all. Probably at least 40, I guess, on single player here. I think, I don't know everything in the world, but I think that usually those poison damage charms are something they use in PvP, because you're not supposed to like heal yourself. So if you just get them poisoned and then you teleport away and run away, and then their life gets knocked down, I think. I'm not a PvP expert. No! Stan Fink. Sounds exciting. Found a Griffin's. The dreaded Ethereal. Bray. So yeah, I'm just running players 1. Just P1. If you're running Thresh Socket, there is almost literally no reason to run anything but P1. Unless you're like trying to get a little bit more experience out of Thresh Shock, which is like pointless. So essentially, there's no reason. Any super unique, anyone who didn't know this, any super unique, like right here, I can tell you he's going to drop 2 items and 4 potions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 items. He'll drop 2 items and 4 potions every time, whether it's P1, P5, P6, P8, P175 trillion billion. It'll be 2 items, 4 potions, all the time. Yeah, stay frosty. Looking on the bright side. Ethereal Griffins, the best in slot for that Act 3 Lightning Mercenary. Good call. Looking on the bright side. Biv, what's going on? Return from Silver Lake. Got engaged. Congratulations. Oh, this ties directly into the conversation we were having the other day, because I almost said a funny joke. Yesterday we were talking like the cliche things that people say and it's really dumb and annoying. Unless you say it ironically, then it's funny. You know, like, oh, my old ball and chain. How you doing, man? Oh, I've been living the dream, you know. I was gonna say like, oh, getting married. It's all over now. It's all downhill from here. So funny. Chronomancer on a roll recently. SOJ, Arachnid's Mesh, Ohm. Each a day apart from Mephisto. Nice. It's from the Countess, Call to Arms, Dunzo. Congrats on that one. Always love those heaters in D2, am I right? Love them. Cody saying, oh, Ethereal Griffins, your Zodrun has a hone waiting for it. Boy, I don't know. It'd be a toughie, unless you might have had a different, talking about something else there, but I don't know that you could justify putting a Zod in a Griffins. The toughie. Of course I'm right. It says, made all new character. Getting the worst luck, though, with TZ and Dario. So, I just kind of found this out semi-recently. If you made new characters and you're running TZ Andy with those new characters, apparently Andaril's drops, and I honestly, I don't understand how it works, but some people that know way more about the game than I do are like, oh, it works this way, and then this and that, and I'm like, eyes glazing over, I don't get it. But apparently, the higher level you are, the better drops your character, like the better drops you'll get from TZ Andy. I've never made a video about it because I just don't know how it works, and I don't even know how to explain it. But a bunch of people who know way more than I do, apparently if you're level 94 or higher, I think is the number, you'll get the best drops from TZ Andy. And then it kind of like is a sliding scale as the levels go down, as your character's levels goes down below that. So that's why if you see on mine, I took my new character and then I made that my sorceress farmer, and I took my old level 99 and I use that for my TZ Andy farmer. So character's 94, so yeah, I guess you're all good if you're that high. Yeah, but don't ask me how to explain it. I can't, but smarter people than me said that it's true. So yeah, code the name said he's heard that as well. So, and a lot of people have heard it from probably the same smart people that told me it. So, Siri Buff, how do I do? Living the dream. Diablo Demi got the 95 on hardcore this season. Nice. Going for a PB Phase Blade. No, I'm joking. Personal best you're going for? Best of luck. Tip number 1 for hardcore. I'm kind of an expert. Just don't die. Tip number 1. That's tip 1, 2, and 3, actually. Don't die. Hokey Pokey got his fire sork to 99. Congrats on that. Just this morning. We'll see how this goes. I'm only taking out one monster at a time. My experience is actually ticking up. Kind of crazy. Your 8th 99. That's too many. Too many. Yeah, of course, says he heard 93 was the level after that. TZ Andy gets the best drops. Code the Name says he heard it was 91. It's somewhere up there. See, I said 94 because I knew that would be high enough. That's kind of what I tell people. Just get your highest character. Because at 94, TZ Andy's at the highest that she can be, so. If your character's at 94, I'm saying. Because then the area will be 96. And then she'll be whatever she is, you know. CDI says got a lot of work to do to level up for TZ Andy. Yeah, if it's lower, if it really is 91, then someone said 92. Getting to 91 or 92 isn't too tough, really, right? Like, sure, it's not a one-day task, but it's not like hard, you know. Sorry, just turning my fan off. I was getting a little chilly. It's like the fan's on. The lowest level on this fan is like, you know, like my hair would be blowing in the wind if I had the wig on. Hassan, welcome in. Neelathak dropping a key on P1. I don't know the exact number, but it's something like 1 in 37 or something on P1. Or 1 in 33 or something. It's not real great. I've definitely done like 70 Neelathak runs before and didn't get a key. And then on P1 I've done killed Neelathak and he's dropped 2 keys before, so you know. Rough. Just finding the time to get the levels. Yeah, I believe you. I believe it. Come on. Man, if I get cruel amp damage, that'd be so nasty. Do a Ogriax Zealer. Oh my gosh, it'd be so crazy. Would I cube chew jaws to make a cham? Boy. You have a Phoenix and Enigma already. Tough call. I mean, I would not want to do that. No, you can't find the Zod or Chams, but that's so tough. I don't think I would, but geez, that's a toughie. Ooh. Oh, Diablo Demi said he never gets to 99, but he dies on hardcore. Yeah, that's definitely... Dying on hardcore is definitely a debuff as far as getting to 99. No cap, fam. And the whole chat leaves. Where are we at here? 150 on YouTube, but we only got 80 likes. Make sure you guys hit that like button on YouTube. You know how it is. Oh, there actually is a cap. I guess I am capping. Oh! Will the... something. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Let's go with Quill. I like it. I like it. Am I on God or not? Like, how serious am I? Yeah, that's good point. What we do know is this is definitely Stone to Jordan. No. Maybe next time. Oh, Wolf. Oh my gosh, I absolutely nailed it. How did I know everything. I just know everything about D2. Wolf says I think he looked it up. Says it was 1 out of 37 for P1 key drops from Neothek. And I knew that. I'm a genius. I know all. The one random thing that I know in D2 that really doesn't help in any way. Paulies said, came here for D4, huh? From D4. Oh, gotcha. I was like, for D4. Welcome in. D2's best game ever, so congratulations on finding your way to, like I said, best game of all time. I'm kind of doing something goofy here right now, so specifically spam farming one particular individual monster super quickly, hoping to get lucky on something. Don't do it. Okay. Cheers indeed. Are you in over your head? No, I would just say don't necessarily try to play like somebody who's been playing the game for 20 straight years. I would say jump into the game, like maybe learn some of the basics about how rune words work and stuff like that, of course, and maybe some tips on what types of builds to play at the beginning of the game. But don't try to like, you'll watch people like me, we'll say for instance, who's been playing for years and years and years, and like, oh, I'm teleporting on a Barb, and I'm zip, save, exit, blah, 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 and I'm trying to do like one super specific thing I'm trying to accomplish, or, oh, look at this person's clearing the hardest content in the game in a full game, which makes the monsters harder. But you're not gonna be able to do that for a very long time. So I would say just get some of the basic tips and then go do a playthrough and get through the game and then kind of see where you want to go from there. Is online basically dead? Asked Quill. I haven't gone and looked online in like a long time, so. Why don't I combine him with Pride? Like, why don't I throw a Pride on my mercenary? I think I have a Pride, actually. I could look into it. I don't know what that would do for my mana situation. Oh, yeah. My mana situation. Especially when I'm teleporting around like the pits. Or, I guess it's only mana cost of 9. I think I have a Pride. Let me go grab it. I thought about it the other day. Oh, Pride has freeze target. That's that's why I was going to go look at it. Good call, Hokey. Yeah, you can't do that. It essentially cuts your drops in half if you have freeze target. Not quite literally, but almost, because his body will shatter. Won't be able to item find. Let's go! I got a little uncomfortable there. My heart stopped for a quick second. So, guys, it's happening. I told you it was happening today. It's about to get crazy. Oh, my gosh. My chest is hurting a whole bunch. How about that? So, anyways. Pause. This is it. The thing is, I'm going to be honest, fellas. I might wait and ID this tomorrow. The last time I found a Sacred Armor and I saved it up to the next day to identify it, I had like 4,000 people in stream. I kid you not. There was like 4,000 people in the stream. So unfortunately, this Tyrell's Might, I have to wait till tomorrow. It's irresponsible for my family to not wait till tomorrow. I'm so sorry, but I have to. I kid you not, there was several thousand people in here the last time I waited till the next day. It'll be between, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow from 6 until 9 o'clock. 6 until 9 o'clock. Praying for you. Appreciate ya. He's terrorized too, so it can be Tyrell's Might. Just tune in. What are the odds? Hey, the thing is, it'll be even more exciting, the suspense, till tomorrow. Today it would turn blue, tomorrow it would be green. You know what? Let's find another one. Let's find another one. Last time I waited, it wasn't Tyrael's. But that doesn't determine what's going to happen next time. At least it's not ethereal. It's always disappointing when you find an ethereal unique sacred armor. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Sleepwalking. It could be the specific item I was looking for. There's a 10% chance, approximately, a 12% chance or whatever it is, that unique sacred armor is the one item I have never found in my entire life. That's so rare that I've never found it. Yeah, Eastern time, by the way, tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, Wolf says do a different stream when you identify it. Yes. If the last time I did it, I was like, whatever, and some people in chat were like, nah, dude, seriously, wait till next stream. You know, don't worry about, you got to do what's best for the channel, this and that. And I was like, okay, guys, I guess I'll wait. And I didn't think it'd be a big deal. And I made a stream where I did a 1-hour countdown until I identified it. And there was literally I had like 4,000 people in just the YouTube stream. I kid you not. So. Quill said never found Tyrael's Might either. It's a rare one. Yeah, Snipe. Tomorrow will be hype. Hype. No cap. Or I guess I am capping. Trash says, when you make a sway, it rolls green. Not true. Actually, waiting or not waiting doesn't change what it rolls as at all. 17 mana. Hokey Pokey said it's Tyrael's Might's the last on his Grail too. Was hoping he'd beat me. Hey, well, there's still time. You better get blasting. Maybe you find one tonight. If you identify yours before I identify mine. Wait a second. Does that count? If I found it right now, does that mean I completed my Holy Grail today? Or does it mean I complete it when I identify it? Because my Holy Grail might be done and I just don't know it. Hokey Pokey says completed today. Denu saying found his Tyrael's Might before he ever found Talrash's armor. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Armith. What is this thing called again? Steel Shade. Okay, yeah. Steel Shade. Have to identify it. I think it doesn't really matter that much. I was half joking about whether it counted or whatever, but I can't believe I actually found another one here. A few different people said complete set pickup. Yeah, because technically, the second that it drops, it is a Tyrael's Might or it is a Templar's right now. Like, it is. Just don't know it yet. Just ID, it's this trash. Can't do it. Can't do it.
I have come back to you now, at the turn of the tide. to give you the wealth of Bezos and grant you the identifying powers to make that sacred armor tile, allegedly.
Thank you so much, Fear, for the Twitch Prime sub. Oh my goodness, 16 months of Twitch Prime sub. What a legend. Appreciate you. Yeah, Hokey Pokey, it would be awesome getting Tyrell's Might from Thresh Shocket. Just legendary. Because under normal circumstances, when he's not terrorized, he can't drop it. So it'd be kind of neat to get it from him. Yeah. Las Vegas Eagles fan. 7 months of Slayership.
Unidentified Templar.
I'm revoking your channel membership. Thank you. Just kidding. Thank you for the 7 months of Slayership. This guy. Trash going hard on it being a Templars for tomorrow. Fear says, Pop, took him a while to hop into a live stream. Pops in. Unique Sacred Armor drops, yeah. My good luck charm. There's a few other people said they just happened to hop in right now and seen her drop. Milsey, that's a very true statement. Very true. Says when you get a woman pregnant, you don't know that she's pregnant for a few weeks, but she indeed was pregnant the entire time. Just like same rationale goes to the Tyrell's Might. Pretty solid analogy. Surprised I don't farm a snap chip. Snap chip's too hard to get to. I do it once in a while joking around, but there's like souls down there and there's those succubi that like amp you up, and it's such an annoying area. Plus you have to like teleport all the way down to them. In the icy cellar, is it? So yeah. Denayu says, good luck IDing it tomorrow. Appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully I find the Tyrell's Might, and then I'm going, man, then I have freedom. I have freedom. Maybe do some playthrough type of stuff. I'm gonna do all this different kind of stuff. I honestly, after doing like these item find Barb sets of runs, I might take a week or something and do some, maybe just some different little playthrough stuff. No green screen, no green armor. It checks out. Checks out. Crash says, "Is karma make us wait?" Man, Trash, you were one of those kids that when you'd put a marshmallow in front of them and say like, "Hey, if you can eat this marshmallow right now, but if you wait 1 minute, I'm gonna walk out of the room and come back, and if you don't eat it, I'll give you 2 marshmallows." And you'd always eat the 1 marshmallow. The waiting, the suspense will make the identification even more legendary. Trust me. Hashtag facts. Hashtag truth. Hokey's hype for it. He's hype. Hashtag malarkey. Malarkey is such a solid word. Such a solid word. I need to clean this up too. I thought I just cleaned this up the other day. What happened here? It's unbelievable. Bray, yeah, maybe. Y'all might have just seen the completion of the longest holy grail in the history of mankind. Maybe. It's been about a year and... Hold up. It's been about a year and, what, 10 months? Since I've had every item on the grail found except for Tyrell's Might. And it was a few years that I was, you know, to find everything, like the wisp and stuff like that. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah. Fred Geck, yeah. Soon that video is coming out. Thresh Shocket. Best possible way to find Tyrell's Might. When terrorized. I mean, the run speed is, you know... You can knock this out in no time. No time. Got Tyrell's Might in Act 1. I mean, you can find it in Act 1 of Hell difficulty, I guess. It's not actually good. It's just incredibly, insanely rare. It's not actually good. On that Tyrell's Might. True story. Oh no, sleepwalking. You can find Tyrell's Might a lot of places, and to be honest, TZ Thresh Shocket is probably not one that most people would usually recommend or anything. But I mean, at this high of level Terrorize, he can drop every unique in the game. He could drop everything in the game, actually. So when you can run it so fast, you hit him with item find, you get another drop. It's essentially like running Pindle, but twice as fast. Because you run half the distance in town, you only teleport twice and you're right on top of them. There's no other monsters around to deal with. So you don't, you know, there's nothing you have to howl away or anything. Rob, appreciate you. Gonna find it. I did, anyone who hopped in here a little bit more recently, I did just find a unique sacred armor, just like 10 minutes ago. But I'm gonna ID it tomorrow on stream. Tamara. Run both Thresh and Pindle. Yeah, you can actually, right after this, 15 minutes from now, TZ Pindle's popping up, so that's the plan. So maybe tomorrow I'll have 2 unique sacred armors to identify. Oh. I don't know why. Because I said unique sacred armor, when I seen this pop off, I was just like, like it really was another unique sacred armor or something. Just 'cause I seen the color. Hokey Pokey says you started in 22? I don't remember personally. I don't remember exactly when it was, but it was probably about the time you're saying. No, I feel like it was probably like after season 1 or 2 I started the Holy Grail that I'm doing. So it's been a long time. And considering I stream and I play as much as I do, like, you know, I feel like it's been a while. Yeah, Toby. That would be crazy. Double Tyrell's Might identification tomorrow. Ooh. Just crazy it'd be. Scapula. So I believe I'm at 10 Templars so far. I do have an Ethereal Templars too, so. Because actually, Ethereal Templars is more rare to find than a Tyrell's Might. So. like 4 times as rare. But I found one of those. But quit D2, become a plumber when I find Tyrell's Might. I might. I am actually working like a real job this weekend. Just like a weekend job type of deal. It's gonna be legendary. Every once in a while, I'll work these little like events or whatnot, just to kind of, you know, remind myself what it's like. And also, you get paid, of course. But what's your real job? No, I've been doing this right here full time for about 5 years. But my wife can get me these little like side jobs, just doing like BS type of work for like an event company. So like once a year or something, I work one of these jobs just to remind myself what it's like. Me. So yeah, I'm in Eastern time zone, but I said 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. for identifying the Tyrell's Might tomorrow. Alleged Tyrell's Might, I should say. A good MF to farm with. So it's going to be different depending on your character. What you should get over a hunt. Like if you're an endgame character, you shouldn't really have under 150. But you usually probably don't want to stack over like 350 unless you're specifically a build that's specifically doing a very specific type of farming that you specifically can have specifically a lot of magic find specifically. Like this character on the main hand I think has 600 here. But only this character would I ever have this much on. It's got 602. I wouldn't generally recommend to do that unless you're doing exactly this character. Besides this, about 450 is the most I would recommend on most any other character, and usually you wouldn't want to have that much. It's usually more like 250 to 350. But some, like the Nova Sork, will have like 150, and then others will have like 400, like if you're some 3-piece Tells Fireballer or something like that, so. Snaking drains to IDing loot. Which one's more fun? Yeah, I don't know. Hard to say, really. Spired Helm. Isn't this, was it Ondel something something? Yeah. The Spired Helm, so it's like semi-rare, but I don't know. It's, for some reason, even though it's a little bit rare, it's like super unexciting to me. Just play Blizzard and have 500. Yeah, Blizzard can have it up there too, yeah. The Temu materials. It might be Sleep. Best place to farm for the runes to make Last Wish. Oh boy. Not sure on that one, Jeff. Just blast and hope for cross them fingers as hard as you can. You gonna be a professional slayer this weekend? No, I'm gonna be doing random dumb grunt work. I'm gonna be doing work that you could pretty much train a monkey to do. What excluding Ogre items do I get the most excited about? Boy, I don't know. I mean, Shakos are always hype. Harlequin's Crest are always a hype one. Griffins are always a hype one. I guess I'd throw those two out there. We'll take years, maybe. Yeah, to make Last Wish, it would. It would. For sure. Unless you play more than I do. For me on single player to find the job runes to make a Last Wish, it took me years. And like I said, I've been playing D2 full time for like 5 years now. I probably could have made it like 2 years ago or 3 years ago if I wanted to, but it still would have took a couple years probably. Parking cars at the Lions game? No. No, I mean, I guess the short of it, I don't want to go into all the detail, but it's like random grunt work for a catering company, essentially. Had just said play reimagined, you can get job runes in a reasonable amount of time, like a lot faster D2R. That might be okay for some people, but that's probably one of the main reasons I don't like those mods. They always up the drop rate so high and everything that it's not exciting to get anything anymore, because just everybody can get it, you know. But there's probably they always add in some like mirror thing or something that you get from some boss thing that you spawn in that has some thing, and you know, I don't know. I'm not a mod guy personally, but sticking to your mosaic, get those Gull runes super easy. Yeah, well, it sounds like these mods are like made for you. Play one of these mods, you can get Last Wish in a couple of days. That just says even he thinks the rune drop rates probably are too high in Reimagined. Gotcha. I've never played that specific one, but I played some other stuff that made me see that mods weren't really up my alley. Brandon says he wishes that D2R would get Project Diablo 2 some quality of life stuff and some gameplay stuff. Definitely would not want the gameplay stuff, that's for sure. Quality of life stuff, most of the stuff I guess I'm probably on board with quality of life wise, but I don't want D2 to change really, gameplay wise. But that's just my own personal preference. Random guy in his basement preference. Don't forget YouTube. Hit that like button for me. Appreciate y'all. Got the perfect number of viewers on Twitch right now. 70 minus 1. Yeah, a lot of people say that IVP account pay a solid amount of money for a currency tab or something like that. Yeah, currency tab or like stacking or something along those lines. I think everybody would be on board with that. I can't really think of a downside to that kind of stuff, with the exception of the only thing is that, and this would be one way to get around the idea of like getting runes faster without increasing the drop rates, because if you had stacking runes or a currency page, so every rune you grabbed automatically went to that currency page and stacked up and stacked up and stacked up, every chipped gem and stuff, you just pick everything up, you could literally cube up every single rune, and it would appear as though you would get the higher runes faster by being able to do that. Is that good or bad? I don't know. I don't know how much that would change it, because you always hear like most people always jump to the absolute ridiculous example like, well, yeah, but if you cube up L runes to Zod, you need 32 million of them. But it's like, that's not really what's going to happen. People are going to find like 4 Lems, they're going to find 1 Ohm and a Vex, and then they're going to find like 40 Lums, 40 Io runes, 70 Doles, and they're going to cube all of those up to the Jaws and Burrs and stuff. And it doesn't take nearly as much, you know, as, you know. So it would be effectively increasing the drop rates. Not literally, but like kind of like effectively. Brandon says loot filter. Yeah, I've had some loot filter issues in the past. like a short that I made back in the day that was like, it was in a Dropout video too, but I was playing in cows and I took out a huge pack and I was like, it was like this and I was like, it doesn't look like there's anything there. And I ran up this way and then I seen a flash of orange. Whoop! And I was like, wait, what? And I zoomed in and there was a Chamron sitting here that I couldn't find, that I couldn't see. If I would have ran the other way, it would have never appeared, but because I ran this way, it like appeared right there. So I was like this close to missing my first Chamron on D2R. Hokey Pokey says the stash tabs, currency tab, and mosaic balance. All I'm asking. I'd be fine with all that stuff. That's for sure. Mosaic, they should just yoink, get that right out of the game. There's no saving it. Personally, but. Herchzua? Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Ooh. Appreciate you. The Bezos subscription. Wolf says if you get set to what to auto pickup, that'd be the GOAT. You couldn't do anything like that because with D2R having shared drops online, you couldn't like have a, you know, dev made Blizzard sponsored picket program. Like I don't know about that one. Bruno up here a minute ago says if you find all the runes and stuff to upgrade it, even if you got the currency page, it's fair game. Yeah, it sounds fine and all, but then what, like right now, the season dies so fast because of like, even with like the bots and stuff, and with the economy just like nosediving because people end up finding stuff so fast. It would just be even worse. The online seasons would die twice as fast. When you have bots spamming everything, including just spamming the Countess, and the bots programmed to automatically cube up all of the runes it finds to like burrs, like the season would just die in like a day. So that's one reason why, you know. Marty, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Fear made mosaics and completely ruined the experience. I've heard that from some people. I've never played it. I've seen other people play it, and I went temporarily blind. But yeah, I've heard that from quite a few people that they're like I came to D2R. I never played before, and people said mosaic was real powerful, so I tried it, and then I tried Hammerden, and Hammerden is so weak. How does anyone even play it? And I'm like. Then people say they like Nova Sorceress, and like it's crazy weak. Like I can't believe how weak it is. Like those are like the most powerful builds in the game. But he's like, yeah, I've only played Mosaic, and everything else seems terrible. Like, oh boy, I've had that combo on stream multiple times. So add an X6. Pathless says, oh, hundreds of new items. That's what we need. Fear said last thing you did too powerful though. Yeah, and I get you. I'm on board with you. Hokey Pokey says balance mosaic by limiting the number of charges. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not martial art assassin was never my thing anyways. And it didn't become my thing with mosaic, so wait, what was that? Oh, magic res minus 63. Huh. I don't remember the range on that sucker. Griffin bots, Andy says on Asian server. Griffin bots, like bots that just only go out to hunt griffins. Guess I'm not sure what you mean by that necessarily. Yeah, Mosaic needs a lot of things that would need to be done with it, like whatever skill/skills it is that they use to attack that just like nukes the entire screen and makes you go blind. That's got to get Dunzo taken out of there. The one kick that's like yeah, and then just like 75 meteors rain down. That's got to get gotten rid of. You know, I mean, it's just everything. Just Mosaic is just. I don't even know if it's. I don't think it's honestly redeemable, to be honest. But that's just coming from one anti-change guy. Marty says the 50% chance. Take it back to that. I don't know. I was just going by kind of what all the other content creators said who played it during the PTR. Ooh, Stone and Jordan while you in the next game. They all said with 50% charges, it's unusable. Like, it's pointless. That's just what they said. Stone of Jordan! Oh. Pat Calvin says altering Mosaic in any way or removing it would kill the community. Honestly, I don't know about kill the community would be the words I would use, but people would be irate. They would be. I do agree with that, so. Sketchshire Cat says, if every build is endgame viable, then none are fun. I sort of agree with that. Like, I think it's fun to use a build that people look at you when you're using it and they're like, really? He's playing like that? Like, doesn't it stink? And you're like P1, P3 and you're out there blasting, you're finding good stuff or something, you know? Builds, I think it's referred to like as build parity, you know? Some are better than others. I think that's a good thing. Like, you don't want any that are impossible. Like, there are some that are impossible, and I guess it's just kind of how it is, I guess, but you would like none to be, like, worthless, but you want some, like, more powerful than others. For PVM, of course, I'm talking about. Yeah, 2 lives, dislike constant tweaks. I'm obviously anti-change guy, so. Finish Act 4, add Act 6, says Jeff Lude up here. Yeah, that stuff's pretty much out of the question, I would imagine. Yeah, Hokey, I kind of agree with that. Build variety. They did open up build variety even more so, you know. With the 2R changes and stuff, so. I am anti-change guy, but most of the changes, just to be fair and honest, they almost all, except for Mosaic, were good, I think. None of them, like, broke the game or anything, so. Corpse Explosion Summon Druid, says Sly Dog. There you go. Talk about a goated build. Goated. Cheesy says, Chinese players haven't experienced Mosaic yet. Let them enjoy it. Nice. Yeah, Trash. It did drop off the initial kill, not the Hork. Yep. I don't think that affects anything, though. Wada's saying he's remove Enigma guy here. Yeah, the only problem is if you don't have Enigma, every other character is like just not gonna be used, kind of, sorta. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of got mixed feelings on it, but I do get the idea, and it's kind of like, yeah, it is an armor that's used on almost every like player versus monster build and stuff, but yeah, Marty says D2R would die if Enigma went away. Yeah, I mean, it would just be all sorceresses, wouldn't it? Like, literally all sorceresses. And it's already, like, a lot of sorceresses, so. Fat Calvin says a boost to other skills would be the best bet. There are a few out there that, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if Poison Dagger was boosted or something, you know? If they changed a little bit how, what's it called? That one cold skill from the Druid that works just like Inferno, but really if Inferno and that other cold skill on the Druid got changed a little bit. At least so they initiated instantaneously, at minimum. Maybe widen the range, widen the blast of it. With no rune words, what's the most powerful character against Ubers? Someone asked that. I mean, it's probably still Smiter, yeah. You would just have to... It'd be just a lot harder to get specific uniques to do it, essentially. Are you hoarding a sacred armor? I did about a half hour ago. I found a unique sacred armor that I'm going to identify tomorrow between the hours of 6 p.m. Eastern and 9. Hoarding? I don't know, hoarding. Well, the last time that chat, you guys talked me into it. And then I identified it the next day on stream, and there was like 3,000 or 4,000 people in stream. So I didn't want to do this. Like, it would be irresponsible of me to not do that again. It would be irresponsible. Now! Oh no, Heretic rerolled his almost perfect LK map. Well, hopefully you get an even better one, I guess. Come on. Paladin with charge without mosaic, with charge is okay? Yeah, I can see that, yeah. I don't like charging too much, it's kind of clunky, but I mean, if you don't have teleport, it gets the job done. Trash still hating. Man, it's like I'm at the players hater ball. Hate, 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 hate. He said he's identifying his sacred armor tomorrow. Hate, 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 hate. Jeff taking his lunch. All right, peace out. Enjoy lunch. Sketchshire cat. Yeah, I gotta hype it up. True story. I might even put that thumbnail out like you know, an hour or two early. You know what I'm saying? I don't usually do that because in certain instances it kind of like, I don't know about hurt the stream or whatever, but it, you know. Usually, like because the way my bot works, when I post a stream, that's when it notifies my Discord. So if I create the stream like an hour before I go live, it'll notify everybody that instant I click to make the thumbnail or whatever, not when I actually go live. So, yep, Battle Mage. I did find a unique sacred armor. Hashtag karma, yeah. The thing is, Trash, karma isn't a real thing, so good for me. Yeah, terrorize Pendle. If Pendle is high enough level, can drop materials. I actually got that sacred armor off of Thresh Socket, which he is terrorized. Any of the super uniques, if they're high enough level in the terrorized zone, they could be Tyrells or Templars. So you may or may not finish your grail. Yeah, I might or might not. This is a true story. We're living in limbo at the moment. I'm gonna go live tomorrow and I'm gonna be like, sorry guys, I couldn't wait overnight. I couldn't sleep. I identified it. Just kidding. Sketchshire Cat. Well, yeah, sure. If somebody paid me $1,000 right now, I would definitely identify it. But I would highly recommend do not do... No, I'm not even putting that offer out there. Do not send the money. I'm not going to identify it. But I'm not going to make $1,000 tomorrow by waiting to identify this. No. Don't send it. Do not do it. I don't want anybody to do that. No. None of you guys better be stupid enough to send me $1,000 right now. I'll tell you that much. I'm not putting that offer out there. What did you find? Yeah, I think there was supposed to be a comma in that sense, George. But yeah, I found a unique sacred armor. So it was probably like 40 minutes ago now, to be honest. Time flies when you're having fun. It was actually off a terrorized thrust socket just before this. Which is actually, it's literally the preferred monster for me to find Tyrell's Might on. I'm not even kidding. It's probably the #1 monster I wanted to find Tyrell's Might from. Either that or like Dak Farron or something. It would be nasty if this was it too, because I didn't want to be that guy who like, oh, I finally completed it, and people are like, well, yeah, he found it on TZ Andy. Of course he did. Like, big whoop, Phil. You know? But this is the one! Could be. So yeah, anyone hopping in here? I see Mantis asking there. I'm gonna identify it tomorrow on stream. Tomorrow is Friday, which is gonna be a Friday night printer stream. And Sacred Armor identification. About Jay Hedges, about 10 Sacred Armor so far. Pathless, yo! Thank you for that 28 months of legendary Slayership. Oh. Canceling Friday plans as we speak. 6 p.m. Eastern. I stream on Fridays from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. So I stream during the day all week, and then Friday nights I do a later stream. So people who can't catch me during the day, or, you know, they're at work, you know, things like that. That way they can catch me. Hokey pokey. I would need to make a video about my buddy Thresh Socket. I definitely have plenty of videos talking about Thresh Socket. Plenty. George!
I donated $999.
Nice. If the AI voice said it, it makes it true. Don't send me the... Don't do that. I was just saying. None of you people are that rich. Come on. Well, I don't know, actually, but... most people aren't that rich, so don't do that. Printer Friday, Tyrell's Might. Guaranteed, almost, allegedly. There's 100% chance that there could be a chance that it's Tyrell's Might. Marty, 5-minute countdown to IDing Tyrell's Might. No. It's gonna be at least a 1-hour countdown. I'll probably just put 1 hour because it worked so great last time when I did a 1-hour countdown. Or if 1 hour countdown works good, 2-hour countdown. The pretend little kid voice? No, get out of town. I ain't doing that. Oh, trash.
Trot HN Bash donated 10 Canadian dollars.
Come on, guy.
Prepaying for tomorrow. Green.
Prepaying for the green armor tomorrow. Well, either way, thanks for the $10 Canadian, aka $2.50 American. Super chat. Trash. Oh, this guy. This guy. Not true, Wolf. Not true. Would I identify both of them tomorrow? If I found 2 sacred armors, would I ID both tomorrow? I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Ridiculous things happening. If I literally found 2 sacred armors today, that'd be bananas. 24-hour stream when you find Tyraels, or retiring. I'm not going to do either one of those. 24-hour streams are no bueno. The longest I've ever done is 12 hours, and even that is like... I've done 12-hour streams a couple of different times. One time... Oh, little geese. Let me ID this real quick. Hold up, little geese. There we go. Not a great roll. Geese are cool, though. I've done 12-hour streams before, and one time it was like really, really bad. It seemed rough. And I did it another time. It didn't seem too bad, so... Guess it depends on the time. Start speed running tomorrow? Nah. Nope, I'll ID it tomorrow. I mean, I don't want to sound like a chump or something here, but literally I could have a stream with 20x the viewership of a usual stream. I mean, I can't really pass it up. Come on. Jester, yeah. So I found a unique sacred armor. Anyone who hopped in here a little newer, not just Jester, anybody. I found a unique sacred armor about 40 minutes ago. Ethereal Ormus worth zodding. No. I'm not gonna say it's worthless, but I don't know who would want to use that personally. I find so many sacred armors. I mean, I don't know about that. I think this is probably number 11. The amount that I played for how long? I mean, yeah, no, they're just kind of joking around, Wolf. Giving me a hard time. Just heard from ESPN the Lions are changing their colors to green. Trash. Oh my god. Got going hard in the paint over this not IDing hit thing here. Just go to the stash and look at it. I mean, I could show it off real quick. I mean, it looks like every other unique sacred armor, I suppose, but listen, we will peer pressure Phil. He is our puppet. He will do as we say. Yeah. RNG not kind to. Yeah, I definitely didn't get good luck. They say 1 out of 9 unique sacred armors or Tyraels might, so I've gone over the average, but there's always those people that get they're like, oh, I found a Tyraels might on my first ever playthrough. I didn't even know it was rare. And then apparently I am on the other end of that spectrum, averaging it out for everybody. Just do the rest of the stream of you guys looking at it. Well, how am I going to find the second sacred armor if I just do that, huh? Gotta keep slaying. Jester said he's on like 2 or 3 Templars, you say? Yeah, I mean, even Templars are rare. Like, it took me a few years before I even found a Templars, so... Kirby, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Let Kane ID. Yeah, I don't know if, I don't trust Kane. He hasn't been treating me well. I think I did that last time. Maybe we'll take the reins. Fear Catalyst said he thinks he got like 27 Templars before Tyraels. I mean, that's a big number, I'm gonna be honest. Everybody wants Kane to ruin the day for me. I think I can do it. I think I have the skill and ability to identify this Tyraels might. An outfit to match the occasion. Yeah. It's a good true story, huh? I'll spend a few hours tomorrow checking, getting my outfit ready. Do you think horking is horking either, Catalyst? I'm not sure. Horking in the pits or Pindle? If you're doing, I mean, normal, regular pits compared to regular Pindle, like, you can find everything in the pits. Pindle, there's a few items you can't drop, but, I think it's just a personal preference thing. Like, that's my take on it. Idea, engagement farm, if you get a certain number of likes. I mean, I could do that. I mean, I'll probably, if I get the viewership I had last time, which who knows, my viewership's actually been down recently due to probably like PoE 2 coming out and some other things, but other people do, like a lot of other people doing drop highlight videos nowadays that didn't used to, but I mean, if I get half the viewership I had last time, like, I would easily get over 300 likes, like, instantaneously. There was literally like 3,000 or 4,000 people in the stream when I maybe it wasn't that high, maybe I'm exaggerating, I'd have to go back and look. Maybe there was like 1,000 or something, I can't remember. I'm starting to second guess myself if I remember correctly. No. But there was a lot, so Kirby, yeah, Lions fan, better believe it. The future 2025/6 Super Bowl champs. Yeah, there was dozens of people in here. Kirby Joseph in the chat, right? Trash. That could be true. I'm not sure, Trash. Yeah, Marty. That's what I should do. Just back up my shared stash and identify it so I know what it is, and then... Nice. Yeah, I did see that helmet had 3 to battle orders, but it was just like a rare helm. If it had 2 to Barb, 3 to battle orders, I'd be like, oh! And look at it a little more, but... Am I a Wings fan? Kind of, but I've kind of... The other sports besides football, I've kind of dropped off, you know? I don't want to pay the money to be able to get the channels to watch them, and don't want to take the time to watch them all and pay attention to them all. Kind of like that, so Any hope for D2R changes after the China announcement? I guess more so than I had before. I didn't think there was any reason. I didn't think it didn't occur to me. I kind of didn't realize, I guess, that D2R wasn't in China at all. And that because they would never do any changes if it didn't make them money. But they are adding in stash tabs for the Chinese version. So they can justify developing things because they're opening it to an audience of 2 billion people ish. So that was the catalyst that I didn't really take into consideration. I didn't think about, oh, they can make money in China. So maybe if it's already developed, they could justify like a guy spending a couple of days like just making the stash tabs that they've already made for Chinese version, like making it English and, you know, whatnot. Maybe. So, I mean, I don't want to put a percentage on it, but yeah, maybe. Randy, welcome in. Welcome in. Spiderweb sash. Char see it unidentified? Well, yeah, if you sell it, it would identify it, right? I should do that. My main lady, Charcy. Identifying it for me when I sell it. That would be a boss move, you're right. And then it's a Tyrell's Might, so then I'd have to buy it back. How much would it cost to buy a Tyrell's Might from Charcy? Someone figure it out for me. Tiger Civic shot though? I did hear that. I did hear they were doing really good, and then they lost like 10 in a row or something, and now they're doing good again, so see what happens. I am from Michigan, yes. Yeah. For a couple people that asked that over the last few minutes. Because of the Lion's hat and the wings talk and whatnot. Yeah, John, I gotta work on the merch store. I discontinued my merch store a while back because the quality coming out was, and I haven't like gone into figuring out, you know, taking the time to do it. Tough to justify too, because not that, you know, getting the merch so you guys can have it and enjoy or whatever is important, of course. But I probably made like 48 bucks over the course of 2 years on my merch store. So, because I made the price so low that I wasn't really pulling profit, so which is fine. I wasn't just, you know, it's just not a straight profit pull necessarily, but taking the time out of streaming or making videos to do the merch store just would make it harder for me to pay my bills. So unless I just charged a whole butt ton for the stuff, which I should do. $85 t-shirts incoming. Could be J Hedges, yeah, with the tariffs and stuff. See, everything got real bad quality during COVID is what happened. And then I couldn't find, I switched to a different, you know, print-on-demand site or whatever, and I got a couple samples, and they weren't good quality either, and I was like, okay, never mind. Just won't do merch, it's fine. Whatever, I guess. I do want to get that up and running again. Matthew, I don't know what that means, MSG. Isn't that a seasoning for food? I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, it is the seasoning for food. I just realized that you talked about that Rogers dude. Okay, I didn't know what's going on there. Robert Thicks. About 600 magic fine on this fella. Fishaholic says you only need to sell $1 million t-shirt to make it worth it. True story, huh? That's probably what a lot of people do, honestly. Price their merch so it's like double what it like costs. So instead of making a tiny amount on selling like 100 shirts. You make $100 selling one shirt. Way to go. Right? Right? $70 t-shirts incoming. I mean, really, that's how much a Sweet Phil shirt should cost. Uncle Roger. Yeah, I don't even know exactly. It's some... I don't know for sure, but he seems like some crazy, wacky Asian dude that does these cooking like videos. I'm not sure about what's going on with it, but I see him on other people's channels once in a while, so he must be a big deal. Sell unidentified shirts. Consider that idea stolen. He fakes his accents as HTY Platinum. I don't know anything about him, so take your word on that. Just swing by the stash after each run, make sure it's there. Yes, I could. Double check real quick. Yep. Let me look real quick too. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me on YouTube. So yeah, hedges. I kind of had a different idea. Not that I necessarily think somebody would steal it, but I'm not going to spit it out right now because I think someone might steal it. It hasn't really happened in a while. To be honest, I don't really watch other people's YouTube videos anymore that much. Like pretty much literally at all. What I used to have happen all the time is I would say a video idea that I was kind of spitballing on stream. And then I would, you know, because I do my videos on specific days and people know that, I would say a video idea. And then like 2 days later, before I could put mine out, someone else would do the same video. And I'd see it pop up in my feed. I'm like, okay. Of course, there is probably a amount of happenstance with that too, that you got enough people making Diablo 2 videos, people are going to make the same video, I guess. So. Maybe it's just my own dumb head imagining that people were doing that. Because like I said, maybe if there's just so many people making YouTube videos that, you know. Protect that IP, ooh, right? Pendle doesn't like to drop stuff. He drops stuff all the time. It's you can go a long time without getting anything from Pendle. You really got to blast though. Like quick, bing bang boom bam boom boom. You know how quickly you run him is the direct correlation to if you find anything. The one best thing I would say about running Pendle for most people would be, you know, you come out here, hit Pendle before like a bail game or something, or a chaos run, you can come out here and, especially since on a bail run, the first couple of waves are like not a lot of experience. So if you don't really care about that, you know, you can come out, hit Eldritch real quick. You can even go hit Thresh Shock if you wanted to. Come hit Pindle. Thresh Shock is a nasty one too, because nobody takes care of Thresh Shock. Everyone just, you know, people often come around Eldritch and Pindle and stuff, but Thresh Shock is usually have him all to yourself. So he doesn't drop as much stuff as Pindle. Honestly, there's probably like 30 items he doesn't drop that Pindle's does. I forget what they all are, but Thresh Shock can drop like Wind Force. Thresh Shock can drop Griffin's Eye. He can drop a D-Web. Oh, nice. Not Ethereal. Dang. Jiminy Crickets. I was hoping for an Ethereal one. Unfortunately not. Let's go hang out with our Barb friend here cooking while we identify this. And Dariel's Visage. Boom. 30 strength. I think that's max. Life Leech goes to 10? Defense, not sure, but at least a max roll in strength. So at least that. Matthew Roms. No, I didn't see anything about Path of Exile. I've never followed Path of Exile. It's not, you know. Oh man, I need to clean this up again. I need to check my Crown of Ages. I found 2 Crown of Ages like 2 days in a row. Boy, what a mess. I gotta clean that thing up. Again. Yeah, Frenetic saying Thresh Shock, it hits like a truck and he amps you up. True story. Oh, little raid coming in there on Twitch. Absolute. You see it right here. Legend. Sir Fox, thank you for the raid. Appreciate ya. Whoa, amp damage. Or I mean, might, I mean, not amp damage, but. Appreciate ya. Welcome in. I'm Sweet Phil. Anyone who doesn't know, slaying demons. So I had a little excitement today. Gonna identify it tomorrow on stream. For the hype. For the hype. What are you saving all the runes for? Those runes on that other page are extra runes that I'm gonna cube together and cube up to higher runes to make expensive rune words. Mr. Pyro Ninja. Oh my god. Right. It's crazy. It's finally happening. Tomorrow between the hours of 6 and 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Jeezy says saves every L rune to cube up. Well, I don't know. When you can cube up higher stuff, I don't want to throw out like lems and mals and ohms and stuff. Like these are just all extra ohms. I have so many ohms that I don't have anything to do with them. So yeah. Have I activated for the redirecting on YouTube? I actually have no idea, Sir Fox, to be perfectly honest. I've never really looked into it. I've never heard of anybody using it and stuff, so I just never looked into that YouTube redirect. Probably should, huh? Probably should. I thought about looking into it and like getting a hold of somebody and making sure they have the redirect thing set to on or whatever. I'm not 100% sure how it works though. I had heard that you have to individually allow each person to be able to raid your channel. But I've never done it before. I just had heard that when it first came out, and yeah, could be wrong. Next rune word I'm gonna make. I'm not really sure. Maybe Breath of the Dying. It's kind of the one I've been waiting on here, and I might as well make it pretty soon here. I have a couple of Zod runes on single player now. I have 2 of them, so I'm thinking of Breath of the Dying Warpike. I think it's the most versatile base for the Breath of the Dying, but I'm not sure. Gotcha. Sir Fox said there's just a check mark. Gotcha. Oh, Sir Fox, here's a question I wanted to ask you with you here. The YouTube chat. Look at how my YouTube chat is. Did yours get changed to this new thing with a drop down for top chat and live chat, and change all of the things, everyone's name to like @ symbols, like to whatchamacallit? It's so bad. Favorite supporter says following over on Twitch now. Appreciate you. That top chat live chat thing is so annoying because it's like a half hour into chat every day and someone's like, hey, you have live or top chat still on? And I'm like, no, and then I flip it on and then all of a sudden I can see half my viewers again. It's so annoying. Yes, Sir Fox, apparently anyone on YouTube, Sir Fox has it. Apparently it's not up for everybody yet. They're just rolling it out to certain lucky streamers. Thanks, YouTube. Thank you. Alright, let's see if catch up on YouTube here a little bit. Jeezy said I could re-roll a Call to Arms. I could. I do have a pretty good one, though. I think I got a 5-5. So, I mean, it doesn't get too much better than that. A little bit, but not too much. Go for that perfect Call to Arms, I guess. I got enough of them. I guess I could. Jace, wait, we'll go dry blank then, I guess. Appreciate you. Started your Grail over on PC. Ah, I gotcha. I see. Glad you're enjoying it. Appreciate it. Appreciate the kind words too. Why can't I engage with your stream on Apple phone? Oh yeah, so Apple is a bunch of bummy schmucks. So Google and Apple are like, you know, they have like some kind of trade war thing. You can't get channel memberships from any Apple product, an Apple tablet or iPhone stuff. You can't become a channel member or I don't know if you can super chat and stuff. I really don't know. I know specifically for sure channel memberships you can't do on iPhones or any Apple product unless you go through the browser. You can't do it on the YouTube app and stuff like that. So if you ever want to do anything like that, if you go through the link in the description to becoming a channel member, it'll take you to the browser and then you can if you wanted to. Anybody who didn't know that. Yeah. Totally doing the handle thing in the YouTube chat. Really, I could get over the stupid handle thing, but the live chat, smart chat thing it's just the worst. It literally blocks out like the most dedicated chatters. I don't know everybody it blocks out, but you've probably seen around or know like D2R Degenerate. He gets blocked. Actually, let me switch it to top chat and see who this blocks out. Oh boy, it blocked out a ton of people. Maybe it doesn't block out as many people anymore. I'm trying to look. Not sure, but either way, I'm not going to risk it. Dedicated spammers. Yeah, I guess. Code the name. That's kind of like part of it, but they don't. It's not because they quote unquote take a cut. Well, I mean it is, but that's why they don't let it happen. That's why that's why you can't have come from. They didn't want to give them the cut or whatever, so Apple, through the apps that they allow in the App Store, block the subscription button and stuff on YouTube or whatever. So yeah, kind of, sort of, yes, you are right. And Apple takes like some ridiculous cut. I forget what it is. 200% cut or something. No, I'm joking, but 213 on the ED. Luvio, welcome in. Ooh, Sir Fox horked Burr today. Nice. Hedges says you can't download an Apple TV app on Android. You have to watch it in the browser. It stinks. Yeah, I feel like they fight each other on stuff like that all the time. So it's like Amazon not selling or Walmart not selling Amazon gift cards. Yeah. Yeah, I think those are all kind of accurate analogies, I suppose. I didn't know about all those, but I assume what you guys are saying is accurate and true. You're a truthful bunch. Got you, Bib. I see you say Degenerate changed his handle to Degen. I think on my stream, though, when I had it on the normal chat, it was still blocking it out. Maybe. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. The thing is, I'm always right, though, so maybe I'm right. Just kidding. Just joking. Got 2 sirs 2 days in a row. Jordan. Nice. Nice. What is this top chat stuff? I don't even... I'd have to look at the little thing next to it again. I don't remember. Some internet developer trying to justify his job. Pretty much. Oh, look, I invented... this is going to help it so much. Okay. Will you ever try Mosaic? Probably not, no. Maybe if they change it to so that it's like not completely busted, broken, like ridiculous, maybe. And if it didn't make me go blind when I played it. Fishaholic said you thought it was me that didn't want to read your messages. There was a couple up there, I'm not gonna lie. But you knew that when you put them in, so. Couple up there when you put them in. You knew I was gonna read them. Biv said there's a bunch of weekend declones planned. If you ever want to know when them declones are going to be up on online, the planned walks and stuff. Biv, pop that Discord link in there. Appreciate you, Biv. We got that stuff gets posted up in the Discord, so everybody can know when that stuff's happening. George says Mosaic so easy you can just play with your eyes closed. You'll be fine. Guess that's a good point. GP says, quick stop, hit the like button. Appreciate you, yeah. Anyone on YouTube, make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Everybody on Twitch, don't worry about it, because there isn't one. Beginning to understand Sweetfield no change policy. Nerds love to change stuff. Well, the problem is that when you change stuff, it can make things worse. Right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm a big fan of that saying. Big fan. Hokey saying Assassin is fun. Probably one of my least favorite characters. Honestly, like overall, Druid and Assassin probably least favorite. Oh boy, I forgot this. Give me one quick second. I gotta... My bad. I totally didn't need to take that call. It was the wrong... So, shockingly enough, so I have a septic tank. So every few years or whatever, you got to get your septic tank pumped out. So apparently, I didn't think about this. The company that pumps out my septic tank and my doctor's office is the same name almost. I don't want to tell you what the name is because then people could like look up where I live or whatever. But one is this word, you know, this word medical blah blah blah, and the other one is this word septic. And it popped up on my phone and just said the word, and I was like, I thought it was my doctor, like with something, and I was like, ooh. But anyways. Jay Hedges says he's playing that Reimagine mod and he's using just Ravens and like easily clearing hell. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, the Reimagine mod is something else, huh? Talking to my manager about hyping Tyraels for tomorrow. Right. My publicist. I wish I had a team of people that do stuff for me. Ooh, 5 to light radius. Oh my gosh. I mean, 100 attack rating with a 5% bonus to attack rating. It's interesting, but well, there's nothing, no leech on it. You can't really. I mean, FCR. Yeah, that's just. I'm not gonna ever use that. MF Pierce. Nice. Core memory for you, huh? Taste Bud said either one could contact you when your pipes are backed up. Oh boy. Kind of funny one. Kind of a funny one. Fly Dog saying, Necro good for hardcore? Yeah, with all the summons, yeah. I hear that. Yeah, light radius is the GOAT for sure, Pierce. The GOAT. Knaut. Knaut. Bazille's Vortex. Nova charges. Let's go. Level 15 Nova. Templar's Might. Wait. You changed your name from Tyraels Might to Templar's Might? And then put a picture of its Templars? Or is that fish a... Or was that... Oh boy. Great. It's getting out of control. People can just change their handles willy-nilly and you don't know who they are. Great. Scroll up here. Great. I can't scroll up high enough. Or wait, is it a different person? Oh, it's a different person. Yeah. Okay. He's an imposter. Yeah, boy. You people. See, now I don't know who it is. Great. Good thing they added these handle things in that are just easily changed willy-nilly at random. And then, oh my god. Great. Great. Hopefully I didn't give anybody ideas. Oh, Hokey pokey. It'd be real hard to tell people apart if you did that, I'm gonna be honest. Real hard. Couple more minutes here. I'm probably gonna hop off at 5 because yeah, we got to get dinner going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Biv seems less secure. True story. True story.
At Templars _ Might donated $5 to the super chat. I am manifesting you a Tyrael Might tomorrow, big boy. Let's dig.
Appreciate you. Templars Might for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Yeah, if you're taking the Templars, that means I'm getting the Tyraels, right? Yeah, boy. Oh, boy. T-Foss said he's going with the well-done steaks. Guaranteed to work. So that's the sacred armor we're going to identify tomorrow. I'm clicking it. I'm putting it back down, making the noise. Sacred armor. It's going to be legendary. Woo! Oh, Faber Abbey, I think. Thank you so much for the Twitch bomb sub. Ooh, yeah. Let me get a look here. I don't know who's on. I'm going to hop off too since it's about that time for me. Let's see. No one interesting pops. Is anyone on Twitch right now? Do a little raid that I'm aware of here. I guess Jim's on. PD2 though. We'll send you guys over to Gymnasium. Where's he at? Where's he at? Whoop. So, yeah, peace out, everybody. He's looking through some stuff here, setting up what he's doing. So, appreciate y'all. And don't miss it tomorrow, 6 p.m. for the identification of that Tyrell's Might. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be just crazy. So, peace out, Twitch. Peace out, YouTube. And keep slaying. Ooh.